Okay. And how
But
about the visibility? Is it clear enough so we
no,
could start recording even?
you are not. Yes, yes. Now you are visible and audible both properly. So we have
Okay,
started
okay.
recording. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, very good morning. After a long follow-up, we did connect again. Not again, I believe the first time we are going to connect
Yes,
here.
yes. You are meeting for the very first time. So let me introduce myself. I am Shatabdi. I am from West Bengal. I have done my graduation and post-graduation in English literature. And recently I have completed my B.Ed also. And these days I'm also running my YouTube channel. The name of my YouTube channel is Speak with Shatabdi.
Okay. Well, good. Nice to know that. And okay, let me come up with my introduction. Myself, Satyam Sharma. And I come from Himachal. Like I live in Chandigarh, but I do originally come from Himachal Pradesh. And in terms of my occupation, I am working as a travel consultant, and at the same time, I'm working with some of the professional teaching institute. I teach their public speaking or English communication skills.
Wow, that means you're already good at communication skill. You're already good at English speaking. So, so why have you started your channel? Do you have
Oh,
it with? I think you have.
sorry. Yes, I have YouTube. I have YouTube. A few months before, I did start my YouTube, and the reason why I did start, okay, one of the most frequent question asked to me, um, because of I would say like just sort of a contribution I felt right from the beginning to do. So I'm very much I would say busy with my day-to-day schedules, but I thought let's spend. I seen some of the videos they just popped up randomly on my I would say dashboard screen of YouTube, and I seen that okay, people having conversation at the same time they are connecting people around the world. Likewise, I thought let's give a shot to this activity, and now I'm here.
Absolutely, it's a good way. So, may I know what are your hobbies? What do you like to do in your free time?
Okay, oh gosh, free time. It totally depends the free time I have, how much free time I have. There is nothing specific that I follow a like particular hobby each and every day, but still it totally depends on the time and the situation and all. But these days I am into see, I'm still confused. I'm not getting exactly the answer. What should I say? Because my routine and schedule are not that as I expected, that we have to wake up at 9 and then we have to do the other following chores. Nothing like that. Things are very unstable for me nowadays. But yeah, I like traveling, trekking, yoga, physical pursuits, and which really make us mentally or physically active enough. So these sort of things I do participate in. How about you?
Yes, that's really interesting to hear about you. I like singing, dancing, and reading books the most. So you said that you like traveling. So how many places you have visited still now?
Oh gosh, not really much. Um, Not really much in context of like I never been to northern eastern like West Bengal. I heard a lot about it. People do come a lot from the West Bengal to my place, Himachal, and all northern western regions. Though I never got opportunity to visit like eastern part of India or maybe the southern part of India, but almost northern western or northern part, the major land of the northern I visited, such as UP till UP. Probably I've been to Ranchi as well and Delhi. Kashmir, Himachal, Uttarakhand, these all places.
Okay, so you have places, you have visited the most beautiful places. I believe that northern part of our country is actually India is beautiful, it's unique, but I like the northern part the most.
Okay, have you been ever? What
No,
about
I
your
haven't.
experience
I
in
haven't
traveling?
been. No, no, I haven't been there, but definitely, if I get chance, I would love to visit all those places, especially for northern part of our country. I would love to go there.
Okay, and could you please highlight your I would say acad like are you into what profession or studying? What do you do?
I have completed all my studies, you can say, for that. And I also teach. I have some students. I teach English as I have done my graduation and post graduation in English. So
Wow.
I teach students at home, not in institutions.
Uh,
I teach at home. And people are also requesting me to take paid sessions, but I'm not thinking about this right now. But later, definitely, I will take also.
okay. Cool. You should try and branch out these things. There are a lot of learners out. They need someone with whom they can nourish up or maybe learn not the advanced or intermediate, but at least they can start from the scratch or basics. So you should also try it. And what about your hobbies?
Yes, I like singing and dancing and reading books the most. Whenever and these days I'm really busy. I'm just reading books because when you read books, you come across with a lot of new words. You get a chance to learn new words. So as these days I am having this kind of conversation, so I'm trying to learn new words every day, and I'm also trying to take topics and writing down about that topic. So this how these days I'm actually spending. I am not getting time to sing or dance. I'm not doing these things. These days, I'm only having conversation with others. And
Okay. Mm-hmm.
really makes me very happy when I connect with people. I come to know a lot about their places because in India we have 28 states, and each state has its own different culture, tradition, customs, beliefs, food, language. Everything is different. So I like to know about their state too. So I would like to know from you what are the famous places in Himachal Pradesh?
Okay, what are the famous places? Well, Himachal is overall a famous place, okay, but still, if you go a little more deep in it, so you probably have heard a lot. Shimla is there, Kullu Manali is there, Dharamshala is having world's, I would say, highest altitude stadium. We call it Dharamshala International Stadium, cricket stadium is there. So many places are there. And nowadays a lot places that even has the potential that they could do a lot into the tourism. Most of the people are not very much aware of it, but they do when it comes to do sort of a extreme adventure. So these places known as such as Chanchal Valley, or some of the peaks are there known as Chudhar Peak. These things are not very much conventional for the usual people who used to travel, like the family oriented things are not there, but those places are something beyond usual things. If you are more into adventures, so these things could be best of best. But if you are coming along family, so yeah, Kulu, Manali, Shimla and Dharamshala, these places are best to visit. Nowadays season is going on, and as I work as a travel consultant as well, so yes, season is going on. This is the season to visit mountains: April, May, June, until monsoon. I believe the monsoon hits somewhere around at July, at the mid of July monsoon starts there. But before monsoon, this is the best time to visit.
Okay, okay. So, in which language do you communicate at home? In which language do you speak? It is Hindi.
Yes, though I raised up in city only. City, Shimla is the capital of Himachal Pradesh. It's city. So people are not into native languages there. They are more familiar with Hindi and English only. English when it comes to the professional or the formal things, when they go outside school or any administrative work they have to get in, it's all about English. But people do communicate in Hindi most of the time. But place to places has its own language, and we could see the change, not that much, but the little slightest change we could, or the slightest difference we could see with the slang or with the vocabs, since we have 12 districts here in Himachal Pradesh. So each and every district has its own way of talk words. You probably have noticed at your place as well. In which district do you live? May I know the district you live in?
Yeah, I live in Bankura district.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I believe the Bengali is the most spoken language across Bengal, but still it wouldn't be same at all places. No, not at all. We could see the slightest difference, right? The way of pronunciation, vocab, and the so likewise we have the same 12 districts, and each and every district has their own way of pronunciation, vocab, and all.
Yes, yes. It I have also noticed that. It's true.
Yeah. And what about the food? If I ask of district, do you have any district specific oriented food, or there is a food that which is widely known or famous across West Bengal? So would you like to share some cuisines of there?
Yeah, if I talk about Bengali cuisine, fish curry, it is really famous,
Mhm.
and some sweet dessert syrup. You have, I think you have heard about Rasgulla. So
Yes, yes, yes.
it's a dessert that is also very famous in West Bengal.
I believe one of the favorite, I would say, desert for all Indians, I guess. All Indians like since childhood.
Every okay. Do you like?
Yeah, why not? There is nothing to dislike.
Okay, okay. So you have completed all your studies in Himachal Pradesh?
Yes, all my
Okay,
study from there only, schooling, graduation, and all.
okay, okay.
Hmm.
That that's nice.
Okay,
So
so
so when did you start learning English?
okay, so this is something learning is I had started right from the childhood days, though we were not very much conscious or focused towards it, right? But slowly and steadily we were grabbing the things, vocab, and the use of this language. So we had the affection towards this language since childhood. Okay, this is
Yeah,
something that would be useful for us. So obviously, I know I like even I knew that some of the words were caps, but I was not very much accurate, like very much accurate. Accuracy was something where I was lacking when I grew up. But the moment I came in college, I realized though I was into a lot again government exams and all, people generally don't put focus. I mean, they don't have that much time to focus on this language. They take this language just as a passive hobby, just a passive way of learning or something putting in our day-to-day activity, or they feel that it's just a sort of a language we can learn by the time. There is nothing something we need to dedicate. But as you have done your graduation and even the masters in English only. So you are something who only don't know this language as a language, but you know beyond the languages what it is, for right? So that's what, like, I slowly and steadily started realizing the importance. The whole world is learning, and even opportunities are there since the whole world is learning and running towards these things. So yeah, that could be the opportunity. Let's branch out. Is our accuracy or fluency in it, and the college is the place from where I did start little focus towards speaking. So
okay.
speaking, am I speaking well or not? How the Britishers or the Americans who are the founder or who are the, I would say, inventors of this language. So I started observing them. Okay, how they pronounce. Still, I do read some of the books on and off to know. Okay, how the way they approach the things by using this language. Here in India, we don't approach the things while using this language. I mean, English is not in our use. It's not in our use. It's just it is in the use, but in the formal world only. It's not in the casual world. Like the casually, we still don't have any environment, so why we should use it? Okay. So then I started grabbing, okay, how they use casually this language, the slang, and how they make it easy even. So it's believe 2 or 3 years back when I started.
Did you study in English medium school?
Yeah, the school was English. The school was English always, and but the teachers were Hindi.
Okay.
They yeah.
I have heard from many of the students who are from English medium school. They always say that it is English medium school, but teachers are interact in Hindi in their native language. English is not spoken in that much way,
Yeah.
in way.
Even till date, it's very hard to find any guy who is very much comfortable or flawless with this language. Even till date, because it's not in the use. Even we listen the professor and all, they are not very much comfortable. They talk to us as they are giving the speech. So they don't connect with the feel the native do connect. This is something India is still lacking up. But how about your college? How is your experience doing study? Like, did you get the English environment while doing graduation or masters and all?
No, no, I didn't have that environment. But our one of the professors, he was really excellent, and he used to speak English very fluently. But my friends, they didn't use to communicate in English. So I didn't get that opportunity to interact in English language.
Teachers were fluent enough, right? Teacher were nice.
Yes.
Uh,
So I cannot say everyone was fluent, but
mhm.
some.
Okay,
So
okay.
yeah, but we cannot blame anyone because they didn't get enough opportunity. So
Mhm.
how can we blame them? We cannot blame any teachers. They are also like the same. These
Yeah,
days we are getting environment, but earlier they didn't have such environment. Still, they have learned so many things. We have a lot of resources. Still, we are lacking. We do not show our interest to learn new things every day. So we cannot blame our teachers at all. They
obviously.
did.
We are in the era of more privilege than their era, a lot options, digitalization. So whatever they did do, they were the best of best, even far better than us. So
Absolutely.
there were some of the teachers even in my college. They were fluent enough, even fine enough, and the vocabs there are a lot. If you could see the news reporters and the debaters, a lot. They are very much well versed with the vocab, and the single word define a lot sense. I mean, they have a huge range of nice vocabularies. So this is something they learned them like themselves only, and the most significant thing was they were very much focused. There were no any other distractions, so they could immerse themselves the way they wanted. Nowadays, being having multiple options, we are little confused towards our learning. What would be the right, what would be the wrong? But yeah, again, it would be great if we just stick with limited resources.
But now we have created such an environment. If anybody they are really interested to learn this language, and if someone really wants to be fluent in this language, they can these days. In today's era, they can if someone wants without getting enrolled in any institution.
How about you? How long have you been learning this language?
It's been so many years that I have been learning this language. If I talk about speaking, it's been 4 or 5 months I have been speaking with others. But it's been so many years that I have been learning English because in our school it was as a subject. So that time we also learned this language. So how can I say that I have started learning this language? But I have started learning this language a long back.
Okay, yeah, nice to know that. And I believe probably you are preparing for B.Ed, such
No, no,
exams.
complete B.Ed also. I have completed B.Ed.
So
Uh,
are you preparing for these exams like teaching exams?
yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine. In tourism, so I'm working in it, and at the same time, English is something that I got interested since I would say collegehood days. So yeah, likewise, I'm contributing here, also connecting. I do teach some of the online platforms, and let's see, I wanted to branch out or explore that YouTube and the internet, like all things. So that's what I'm.
Okay, okay, that's great. So how many subscribers do you have in your channel?
Okay. Are you going to edit this part or not?
Which word?
Okay. Like, I mean, the subscriber one, because I really don't have that much that I can share here.
It's okay. I started with zero subscribers. I don't have to say that I had zero subscribers. Everybody starts with zero subscribers and it gradually progress. It takes time. Nothing comes overnight. So, how many subscribers do you have?
Oh gosh, I still.
It's quite good. I have only 372 subscribers. What does it matter? So, but if you are not comfortable, I will edit that for what.
Or what the users will do of it, and neither it's the helpful for me nor that it's helpful for the viewer. So yeah.
If definitely everyone starts with zero subscribers. Gradually, it's progress. You have to.
Okay.
Do you upload videos on a regular basis? That means you upload video every day.
I always intend to upload each and every single day, but I just end up uploading maybe once in 2 days. So that's how do I like I do upload shorts as well, but yeah, the video, as far as video is concerned, it's really little time consuming thing. Now we did record, there is the editing part as well, so it takes time. I try to upload all like every day, but somehow like one or two video or three video in a week.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I also
How
try
about
to
you?
upload videos on a regular basis, and I upload videos every day for a month only. But these days,
Okay.
I'm doing a little bit procrastination, you can see. But again, I'm thinking that I should upload a video on a regular basis. I will try to upload video every day.
Okay, yeah, it's really good if we connect with the consistency. So by the time we get the fruitful desires, like
Yeah,
desirable. uh,
consistency is the key to everything. In every field, it's necessary, required.
Yeah, exactly. Super much. We always needed to be connect with this language since we are into the learning phase. So whenever we learn, so it's important to be consistent or connect dot to dots, point to point. What was my last or like learning? What is my present learning? What could be the future learning? So if you have the plan, the learning plan, then we can learn things more easier. If we are hitting anything without a plan now, chances obviously are there you could learn it, but you would be not that much systematic approach. Just you could recall your schoolhood days when you prepare for some exams, or maybe you're preparing for science or mathematics exams, so you are into the constant pattern in the sense like, okay, first the rough work you needed to do in the classroom, then the fair work you have to do. After a week there would be the test. After a test there would be the exam, okay, the week exam, and then after would be the final exam. So this is a sort of a pattern. So there is a like sort of a I would say a compulsion like goes around that, okay, we have to be prepared for this exam. So that's why we start recalling the memory, each and every stuff we did learn it. So if we take this language, even initial days as a learning in the sense like, okay, what was like what I'm done with, what I wanted to do. Okay, so this should be crystal clear or very much apparent, being a learner. That to evaluating ourselves, recording a track, how am I, what could be the area, seeing our videos. These things are very much important. If we go with the flow, okay, it's fine enough, but I don't think you would increase as rapid as you increase those who are following the pattern or the systematic things. Yeah. So systematic approach is really required. Like being little disciplined is really important in order to ace any sort of skill.
First of all, you have to set your goals. What you want, you have to clear. You have to clear that.
Yeah, okay. And how long it's been you for preparing for government exams? And I would like to know a little about the environment of government exam in West Bengal. Is it really competitive, or what do you feel? I believe, see, when Bengal is the place there, the population is, I believe, the fourth or fifth, and competition is there too. So how do you prepare yourself? Do you go for coaching or help? And what is the ratio to get selected?
Actually, I am preparing on my own. I'm not taking any coaching because in my state, government is not recruiting on a regular basis. We don't
Okay.
know the when examinations are even going to be held. So we don't,
Mhm.
I don't know when they are going to conduct the examinations. They are always
Okay.
saying that they will release vacancies, they recruit, they will do this, that, but they're not doing anything. I'm just
I
taking preparation, but I don't know when the examinations are going to be conducted.
Oh, so what? Like, didn't you fill the form or anything which gave us a random idea?
I I I did. I had filled up a form, and the examinations was on 3rd March that was held, but their vacancies were not enough. Very less vacancies were
How
there.
much? How much?
1,700, you can see.
Okay, and how many aspirants were there who did apply?
I think 5 lakhs were there.
5 lakh for 1,000. Yeah, yeah, it's super tough. Even I used to prepare for the serious exam, and there are only 200 or 300 vacancies. For that, 2 years back, we used to see 5 lakh, 6 lakh of competition. 5 lakh, 6 lakh aspirants they used to participate. So competition is very high in teaching, and okay, good luck. Hope you get it.
I don't know when they are going to be recruit, but it's okay. I love to read books, so that's why I keep reading books, no matter
And
when
what
they're.
sort of books do you read? May I know?
I, I have to read novels, dramas, poetry, essays, short stories. I have to
Okay,
read.
anything like so do you follow any country to know their culture or just Indian like novel poets or things you read?
English literature. I have to read only English literature, English about English poets,
Yeah. Okay, okay.
about
Okay, okay. So
writers.
even those poets, I mean the obviously from Britain or America, right? I mean the culture, you are knowing the culture of those countries by reading that. Okay, wow, fine. And how do you feel when you read it? Did you find the okay? Let me tell you. Like even I used to read one book, and that was the written from American author. So when you read the poem, I mean that what is the difference you did find the Indian writers, and what is the difference you did find with the those American writers? What things they highlight? Okay, being a author, and what things they deliver in the public domain, and what is the perspective of Indians authors. So do you find there sort of difference?
No, I think there is no difference because
Mhm.
those authors, that means Britain authors or American authors, they also show their society how
Okay.
they're working. So in our country, Indian writers also show the same thing, how our society is
Yeah, so
going.
that what I meant. That what I meant. The societal difference. Are they showing like the values or the way they describe that okay, we are living that sort of life, what values we are giving, how we are living, like the standards of life and all. And the Indian shows like suppose if Indian author is writing, so he probably go with the okay, poor people are there, they are underprivileged, they are not earning, so we should do some activity, we should run some sort of activity like among those so they could get the benefit. Is it the same with those as well? Since why I'm asking that question now? Because Britain, America, those are developed countries.
Yes, yes,
So
they are
perspective would be completely changed. That developing country people think to progress, but developed country they don't think for progress. They think for stability, the peace, the more calm. So what is there them
they're
there?
actually they focus on that. They are in search of mental peace. All
Uh,
the writers, they are in search of mental peace. I have seen that. They
uh,
are showing that people are losing their hope in religion. They are becoming more advanced. They are going to the cities place. They are not living in rural areas. So they are becoming advanced, and they kind of
so they
they
have the
have.
new problems as per the new, I would say, places,
Yes, and so
new
actually they
advantage.
are in search of mental peace. That is what I think they lack.
Or most of the time Indian authors are about not mental peace, but they all about like solutions, the problem of solutions, right?
And I also read a poetry that was war poetry. So they were the poet was saying that we shouldn't engage in war.
Mhm.
So a lot of
Okay, if
genres.
you could recall anything, it's been almost 30 minutes, so we shall wind up the session too. But